Hello and welcome to part 2 of my mobility video series, just filming a couple of videos on the self-myofascial release techniques that I use for myself and my clients as kind of a preface or companion to the other workouts that I'm doing because, as I said in the first video, we need to open up the anterior chain in order to activate the posterior chain, and we do that by pushing all the blood out of the muscles with hard objects and then allowing the blood to come back into it. So you will need a lacrosse ball or a hard rubber ball for this, and a foam roller as well. In the lower body, we covered from the feet up to the hips to low back. So today we're gonna do the other part. And today, it was still like 10 minutes ago that I did this. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with a little bit of foam roller stuff for this one, and then the lacrosse ball. Okay, so the first thing I wanna share with you is a stretch using the foam roller. That's why this one is nice, because it's nice and long. Okay, so you gotta put your tailbone on the end of the roller, and then, oh, it's not even with the floor. There we go. Oh, also I'm not in the shot. There we go. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna take my arms into a W and let them relax here. What this does is it allows your body to rest in an open position, even when we're laying on the ground, because we are curled forward so much with our current society, like the sitting and the driving and the cell phones and everything has us all like this. So even if you lay on the ground, you'll notice that your body curls up. So this forces or allows gravity to help out with that. Okay, so you can put your arms out like this. The higher up you put your arms and the more in a W you put them, the harder it is. And if your hands go numb, that's normal. Pins and needles happens with this. So you can just bring your arms down. You could do like snow angels with it. The time frame recommended for this is at least 5 minutes, and beyond 15 minutes there's no scientific advantage. So I usually I'll like put a song on to listen to a song and sit there, or I'll meditate while I'm doing it. The other thing, or that's what I'm showing you right now too, is rolling your back with the foam roller. So I turn it the other way and just kind of using my body weight to roll on the roller all the way down, lean to one side, get really into the lats there. Okay. And then the other thing I want to show you is some thoracic spine mobility. Okay, so you're going to put the roller, if you're a human who wears a bra, it would be like around where your bra line would be. Otherwise, it's like in between your shoulder blades. Okay, and your butt is down on the ground, your hands are behind your head, and you're going to lean back. Now, just as an explanation, my left arm, I've dislocated both my shoulders, so my left arm feels like it's going to pop out of the socket when I do this one, so I keep it in. You will be out like this, let your arms fall, but I just keep my left one in because I don't want it to pop out. Okay, so let it out, and then if you've got good thoracic mobility, you should be able to touch the ground with your head here, which if my buns weren't there, I'd be able to. Okay, and then you're just gonna lay here and breathe, and then you're gonna turn your knees to one side to take a couple breaths here, and then you're gonna turn your knees the other way and take a couple breaths there. Okay, and again, I'm speeding through this just because everybody's got short attention spans, and short YouTube videos perform better, so. But spend more time doing that, okay? So that's foam rolling for the back. Now we're gonna do some work with the lacrosse ball. The first thing, I'm gonna start at the hands and go up, okay? So literally just using the ball to loosen up your forearms. Not yet, honey. My handy assistant here is like ready to grab the phone, but I'm not quite done yet, so just hold on. Sorry. Oh, I called you like, it's Haley. You wanna say hi?
Hi.
Okay, so because especially if you're, you do a lot of things with your hands, if you're on a computer, if you're a weightlifter, if you're holding anything, squeezing anything really tightly, you want to use the ball to release that, okay? So there's like a muscle this way, a muscle that way under here, and you're just gonna use the ball, use the pain as your guide. If it hurts, push on it. If you feel a lumpy spot, so usually you can see that. Lump. So that's an adhesion, so I'm gonna push on that, okay? Yeah. All right, so roll both of your forearms. You can roll, oh, my knuckles cracked too. Roll your hands even. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you the next piece, and Haley's gonna be our videographer here. Okay, go over there. Remember, like I told you, we went over this. Your job is to make sure that you keep the phone on me. Okay, so we're gonna roll your chest. Okay, you wanna release your chest. So you're gonna use the ball to do that, and it's easiest to do it on the corner of a wall, like so. Okay, so come this way more. Like that, beautiful, okay? So the wall is helpful because then I can push on to the ball, but not have my face in the wall, okay? So find a corner. And then there's this pressure points right here that if you push on that on either side, releases your neck. You can roll it all the way up into your neck. Your chest also starts here on your sternum and it goes across and inserts on your bicep. So it's important that you go right into the armpit. And, oh no! And that happens sometimes. And then roll the insertion on the bicep as well. Okay, hold the phone still, baby. You're holding it a little wiggly.
I'm sorry.
Okay, use both hands. What are you doing? Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is the traps, okay? So your traps are these big muscles right here, and they're hard to get pressure on. So the only way to really do it is to put the ball here, and then you're gonna lean into the wall. So come over here, honey, so you can see. Okay, and I'm like pushing into it. Maybe can you go on the other side? Let's show that way. Okay, so I'm just pushing into the muscle, and I'm gonna like turn my head up and down, and wiggle it all around, and just find, so there's like a lumpy spot there, so I'm gonna just let my arm hold, like hang loose, breathe, and as I exhale, I'm gonna release that even more. Ew, did you see that? Were you filming the bumpy spot right here? Watch, ready? Okay, that's how you do your traps. Then we're gonna do the rhomboids, okay? So don't film that way because the light in the windows is gonna be a problem. Okay, stand right. Nope, you stand over here. There you go, beautiful. Now you're gonna hold it like that. I'm gonna take it. And I'm just gonna put it on the ground. I think. Does that work? Then it's not so. Okay, there we go. Then think, good job, honey. You did a great job. Round of applause, everybody, for Haley with the shaky hands. Okay, so we're gonna do the rhomboids. So like in between here on either side of your spine, up your back, and then down into the low back. And you quite literally just use the wall like so. Make sure it's a firm wall. You don't want to punch any holes in anything. And then you just kind of step away and roll. If you find, so like for me, I have a lumpy spot right there. So I'm gonna sit, exhale, and then I'm gonna move my arm around. So I'm gonna lift my arm up. I'm gonna go from side to side, circles, just asking the muscles to move while I'm pushing on it. And then to do my low back, I'm gonna go down and wiggle. Like so. You can also go down into your glutes and roll your booty that way. All right. And so concludes the upper body mobility video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions.